Now it's time to turn our attention to small businesses here in Ireland.
And we got a shout about it. Virgin Media, they've got a brand new initiative, Tommy. It is the Backing Business Community Initiative. And here to tell us more, social media trainer Samantha Kelly and owner of Fervor and You, Stephen Gian. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning. Hello, how are you?
Morning, guys.
Lovely to have you. So let's talk about backing business. How important is it to have sort of someone behind you when you're a small business championing you, Samantha?
Oh gosh, it's such a huge step to start a business in the first place. But, you know, so important to have support. And sometimes we ask our families before we start the business, and we might have support of our families. But it's so important to be able to talk to other business owners, because no one's going to understand your challenges like cash flow and someone not paying you on time and, you know, oh, is that customer right or was I right? So it's nice to be able to bounce ideas off other business owners.
And how important is it to get support? The likes of the Virgin Media Backing Business, like what do they offer? What sort of confidence do they give you, and give you the opportunity to talk to like-minded business owners as well?
Well, look, there are lots of networks out there, right, and communities for business, but it's nurturing that community. That's the important part. So there are lots of communities that get created, but then they're just getting a newsletter once a month or whatever. And there are lots of great communities out there too, but the backing business community is all about giving value. So we have a panel of experts, we have experts, and I have so many SMEs in my community on Twitter and LinkedIn that, you know, I know the experts, I know who's great at what they do, I know who's the go-to expert in their niche. So I know who we can choose for the webinars, but also it's about highlighting the business that might not normally get an opportunity.
So there's a campaign, there's webinars there for people to come into, and then you'll put them in contact with other people. We'll come back to what you do in just a minute to understand that. Stephen, you won one of these Virgin Media Backing Business campaigns, is it? What happened?
Yes, we won. We entered the competition back in 2001, and we were lucky enough to become one of the winners of the 5 business, and we got a huge amount of support from the Virgin Media business. We got a brand new website, fervorandhue.com, gave us you know, international reach, and we didn't know we had. Like in the COVID time, we were shipping 8 chairs to Taiwan 1 week and 22 chairs to Belgium. That kind of reach we didn't know we had.
Wow.
And it was
You're a bespoke interior company.
Yeah, we're a home interior company based in Cork. We specialise in occasional furnitures, summer furnitures, and soft furnishings and home accessory products. We set up business back in 2016, myself and my wife, and we're 8 years in business. Now we have a 230 stock list on the island of Ireland.
Right,
Wow.
that's incredible.
Look at those chairs. Oh my God.
Starting a business, it's daunting and it's tough, and you lose lots of sleep, particularly you and your wife. So what benefits do you get out of this?
Oh, numbers of ways. Number one, we got the brand new website. We spoke there, give us the international reach. And then the second thing is the publicity, the visibility we got. I mean, back in 2001, with the other 5 winners and the sponsor, we had a photo shoot on the middle of a Grafton Street. And so that kind of publicity gave us on the local and the national newspapers.
Something that small business owners, you just couldn't dream of unless you're willing to pay a massive amount of money.
You are looking at the marketing team.
Exactly.
So never mind a PR team, you know, from Virgin Media, you know. So
remember back in the days when the poor models used to have to get into the bikinis on Grafton Street?
Well, listen,
was that what you have to do,
Stephen? In the bikini.
Is that what you have to do? Do they make you get into a bikini?
With the mankini.
Mankini, beautiful,
get you the front page as well. But even in terms of like social media and stuff, because as you say, you're trying to do your marketing, you're trying to organise distribution, trying to organise manufacture, sales, social media. That's something that takes so much time as well. So having somebody who can kind of be a little bit more direct you, and that's, I suppose, where you come in.
Well, you see, the thing is, like you mentioned, you're the marketing person, the accountant, you're everything, you know, when you're a small business owner. And if you're on your own, it can be very isolating. And that's why it's really important to have a community. And the Backing Business Initiative was such a success, you know, when we did it back then. You know, I think this is just a great way to resurrect it. People can join free. It's free. And also, you don't even have to be a Virgin Media customer to join. So it's really a great initiative, and it's great to see people joining the webinars and engaging and networking. Like we actually came up last night. I live in Wexford and Stephen lives in Cork, and we stayed in the hotel and we had dinner and we were chatting, and then I ended up getting him on Twitter by 9 p.m. So, you know, it's all about networking as well and building those relationships.
There's one person I know who wants to be on Twitter. Like, cool.
So is it webinars are a big part of it?
Yes,
yeah.
and then
what
opportunities. We'll have a business hub where people can go and, like we did a cash flow webinar, for example, so people can go in and look at the cash flow replay. There'll be newsletter. There's a newsletter as well. So if you're an expert in your niche, you know, if you can write articles for us, that's content for our SMEs, but also. It's opportunities. There's events. We're doing real life events. So there's going to be some exciting events coming up as well. I can't say too much at the moment, but I know that the plans, I've seen them. So, and I'm so passionate about helping business owners because, you know, it's not easy. It's exciting, but it's a bit of a roller coaster.
So it's a back in business community. So anyone who is a small or medium enterprise.
Or solopreneur.
Solopreneur.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. You can join, Alan, you're a solopreneur. You can join this. Can you? No, he's not paying attention to me. So if you're working by yourself, you can join this initiative.
Yeah.
And then you just start chatting with other businesses who might be in the same.
We're creating a LinkedIn group as well where people can actually promote their business and stuff. And then it's all about giving them opportunities. So whether that's, you know, being on the webinar, you're getting in front of a whole new audience.
Okay. So people can, where can people find it?
If they just go to Google Backing Business, Virgin Media Business.
And from your point of view, Stephen, as an owner of your business, Fervor and Hugh, like how beneficial is it and how much would you encourage other people to go on to virginmedia.ie and check out this?
Oh, absolutely, hugely. I mean, we were only talking about this last night, and like the networking event the Virgin Media put together is fantastic. We were at one in a couple of weeks ago in Dublin. And just, you know, you met loads of people. You don't know who's going to turn up at these events. You know, you very much could be your next client.
Yes.
You know, and they might know somebody could be your next client.
Yeah. So sometimes when you're kind of with your head in the sand, just work, sometimes kind of lifting it out and go to an event like that, you never know what opportunities could come.
Well, people buy from people.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to go out and meet people.
There you have it. Samantha Kelly, the tweeting goddess, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Stephen Gian, owner of Fervor and Hugh in Cork, thank you so much. fervorandcork.com, isn't that right?
fervorandhugh.com.
Hugh, sorry.
Yeah.
And to find out more about the backing business community, you can visit, it's all virginmedia.ie, and it's all there.